Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle, and it's called Floral Arrangement by Will Power. And as a caveat, take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of smart people there. So, yeah. We'll see how easy this actually is. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and box. Arrows. Numbers on arrows sum to the number in the arrow circles. Numbers may repeat on arrows if other rules allow. Um, so, for an example, if this were 2, let's say this was 2 and 2, this would have to be a 4. And this is allowed because you can have the same number on the arrows as long as the other rules allow. Which I think is mainly Sudoku rules and cages. Yep. So that's arrow clues. Killer cages. Numbers in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So therefore, these two numbers add up to 17. These three numbers add up to 16. And those are all the cages that we have. Even. Cells with a gray square are even. So all of these squares are even. Crop key pair. Numbers with a white dot between them are consecutive. Not all possible dots are given. That's a given for me, but maybe it's better to clarify. So basically, if this was a 6, this would have to be a 5 or 7 to be consecutive with it, because consecutive means that they have a difference of 1 if it's just two numbers between them. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. One thing first. First thing is this has to be an 8 or a 9. Sorry, it has to be an 8 and a 9 because those are the only two values, two digits that can add up to 17. Therefore, this cannot contain an 8 or a 9. And I think no, it could be 3, 6, 7. Or it could be 4, 5, 7. Right? Okay, so say we take 7 away, right? Say you had to have everything else but 7 in the 16 square. Well, you can't have 8 or 9 anymore. So the largest we can have is 4, 5, and 6, which is 15. So therefore, that doesn't work. So therefore, we know a 7's here. And it's either with 3, 6, which adds up to 9, or 4, 5, which adds up to 9. And all the other 9s are 2, 7, and 1, 8, which are not allowed. So this has to have a 7. It has a 3, 6, or a 4, 5. So there's one even number. We also know these are all the even numbers in box 5. Therefore, the other ones have to be all odd. So the 7's here. The 8 and 9 is here. So therefore, the 8 has to be one of these two. We know the 8 then has to be one of these three. One of the evens is here. I'm not sure which. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here? This can't be 8, because if it were 8, you would have to have 1 and 1 at minimum with it, which would add up to 10. So then that can't be a digit. Therefore, this cannot be the 8. Therefore, this has to be 8. This is interesting. This is at least 2 and 4. Right? So this is at least 2 and 4, which means this one requires at least 1, 2, and 4. And can it be 4 and 6? It cannot be 4 and 6. So 2 has to be in one of these two cells. So this is 2 with 4, 6, and this is 4, 6 then. So therefore, this is at least 7. Could be 8, could be 9. So this has to be odd. It's 1 or 3, right? It cannot be 5 because that would be 2 and 4 plus 5, which would be 11, which is not possible here. This is also actually... So we know there's 3 digits at least here that add up to... So this has to be at least 6, but the problem is it cannot be 1, 3 and 1, 3 plus 2. So it can't be 6. This is at least 7, 8, or 9. And so therefore it has to be 1 and 5 or 3 and 5. And 3 and 5 does not work. So this has to be 1, 5, 1, 5 with 2 to form 8. So this is 1, 5, 1, 5. This forces this to be 3. It forces this to be 4. So this is 6. This is 9. Right? Because, okay, so the reasoning why is basically if we don't have a 1 here, obviously this has to be 1 or 3. So it can't be just 1 and 3 together. So if we try to have 1, 5 together, that works. But if we try to have 3, 5 together, that doesn't work. So therefore, this has to be 1, 5. And then the only one that digit that works with it is 2. So therefore, that's how that works. So therefore, this can't be 9. This is 7. This is 9. This is 1, 5, 1, 5. This can't be 8 anymore. Therefore, this is 4, 2, and 3. Yeah, that adds up to 9. This is consecutive with these numbers. So that's 2 through 8. 6, 7, 8. This is at least 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, this cannot be 7 then. If it was 7, that would be 1, 2, and 7, which would add up to 10, so that's not possible. This has to be at least 1 and 2, so this is 1, 2, and 3 at least. So this is at least 6, can be 8 or 9. This can't be 3. Oh, that's interesting. So this cannot have a 7, 8, or 9, or 6 or 2. So this is 1, 4, 5, 3. Right? These are also 1, 3, 4, 5. So the 2 has to be one of these two. The 2 cannot be here, so the 2 is one of these two. So the 2 is here. We have 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, 6 as possibilities here. So 7 also has to be in this area, because this is 7. This is at least 3 plus 1 plus 1, so this is at least 5. 5, no 6, 7, 8, or 9. We have the 2 here, too. All right, so this is also 2. 9 has to be one of these two. This is at least 4, so this is 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. This can't be 8 or 9, or 2. It could be 3 through 7. This can't be 2 either, so this is also 3 through 7. This is at least 4, so this is 1 and 1, which makes this 6, 7, 8. Cannot be 9. So this can't be 5 here. If this was 5, it can't be 4 here, because then it would be 4 plus 4 plus 1, which would add up to 9, which is not possible. So this is 1 or 3. This can't be 2 either. So this could be 1, or it could be 3 also. It cannot be 4, because it'd be 4, 4, and 1, which adds up to 9. So this is also 1 or 3. So these are both odd. This is even. Therefore, this has to be even. Right? Because you have 2 odds added together, which forms an even, plus an even, which has to be an even. So therefore, this is even. So this is even. These are both odd. So this cannot be 6. It could be 1, 1, and 1, technically. So this could be 3, 5. 3, 5, 7, 8, or 9. One of these is 5. The other is 1. What can this be? This can't be 7 or 8. You could have 3, because it could be 1, 1, and 1. So this could be 3, can't be 4, could be 5. Can't be, could be 6, can't be 7, can't be 8, could be 9. Okay. This is at most 1 through 6. This is at most 1 through 6. If this is 3, this would have to be 1. So therefore, this can't be 1, 2. So this can't be 3 then. This can't be 4 because that would require 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and that has to be 4. That can't be 4. If it's 5, it could be 1 and 4, or it could be 2 and 3, and those both work. If it's 6, okay, this can't be 3. This can't. This can't be. This could be 3 here. Never mind. This is 5. That's 1, 4, 2, 3. If it's 6, it could be 1, 5, or 2, 4. If it's 7, it could be 1, 6, 2, 5, or 3, 4. So those all work. This is at least 3. This could be 1 through 5, right? Because you get add to 9, and the 5, 3, and 1 work. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 2 though. Okay. This is at least 1 and 2. What else could it be? It could be 3 with 1 and 5. So it's 1 and 5 at most. So this is 1, 3, 4, 5. This cannot be 3, because if it's 3, this would be 1 and this would have to be 1 and 2 here, which would force this to be minimum 3, 4 plus 3 at minimum, which would be equal 10. So that's not allowed. This could be 4 though, because it could be 2, 4. Oh wait, no, it can't be 4. If it's 4, this has to be 1, 3, which forces this to be 2, 5, and 3. So this can't be 4 either. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 also. This obviously can't be 9. This could be 6. That seems fine. 8 cannot be here. This could be 9 though. This can't be 9. This could be 1, 2, 3. No 4. Could be 5 or 6. No 7, 8, or 9. Okay. That seems fine. Let's see. Okay, we have 8. 8 can't be here. 8 can't be here or here. So 8 is one of these 3. Hmm. Let's see. These are consecutive. It's fine. This can't be 9. It could be up to... It can't be 8 either, right? Say it was 8, right? If this was 8, this would be 1 and 1 at minimum. That would add up to 10. Therefore, that's not possible. So this is also up to 8. Well, can't be 8 because of this 8. So this is, yeah. So 9 is either here or here. It's not that helpful. If this is 3, obviously this becomes 1, 1, and 1. So therefore, this is 5. This still could be 1 or 3. So say this was 3. This is 3. That forces this to be 1, 1, 1, which forces this to be 5. This is then 3, which forces this to be 1, which doesn't work. So it cannot be 3 there. So this can't be 3. If this is 5, that means this is 1, which forces this to be 5, which is not allowed. So this can't be 5. What about 6? That would mean these are odd, so this has to be even. So if this is 6, this becomes 8, which means this is 1 and 1, and this has to be 4. This becomes 4 and 5 and 7, because it can't be 3, 6, 7 anymore. And therefore, 4, 5, and 1 are eliminated as possibilities here. And therefore, this doesn't work. So it can't be 6. So we've shown that basically this has to be 9. Therefore, these are both odd. This also has to be odd then. So it cannot be 4. This is 6 or 8. So this is odd. We have 1 even. Okay, this can't be 4. This is, what, 3, 6, 7. I should have been able to figure that out earlier. Okay, well, anyways. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. So we have a 1, 2, 4, 5 quadruple in column 4. So therefore, the rest of them has to be 6, 7, or 8. So this cannot be, this has to be 6 or 7. This is 6, 7, or 8. So we can remove the corner stuff. This is 1 or 3, and 3 or 5. This is 3, 6, 7. This can't be 3 or 6. So, what does that mean? So 2 is one of these two, which is 3, 6, or 7. Therefore, this can't be 3 here. It cannot be 4. It could be 2 or 4 with 3. 6 makes this 5 and 7. And 7 makes this 6 and 8, so that's possible, right? So this is 3, 6, and 7. If this is even, both of these then have to be even. So they would have even here and even here. But then they would both have to be 8 because those are the only possibilities for even there. Therefore, this cannot be even. This must be an odd number. So this is odd, this is odd. So therefore the 2, yeah, we already knew the 2 and 4 had to be there anyways. So these have to be odd. So this can't be 8, and this can't be 8. So it's 3, 5, 7, 9. Therefore, we know these are odd. Let's see. What else do we have? So one thing is to be 9, it has to have, it can't be 3, 3, and 3. So we have to have a 5. So one of these is 5. If this is 5, this becomes 1, which makes this a 5 and this a 1. So this is 5, this is 1, which makes, okay, so let's see. So say this was the 5. If this is 5, that has to be 1, 3, which makes this 5, which makes this cannot be 5, so this is 1. This has to be 9. This can't be 1, or this can't be 3, so this is 1. So that all works. What about if this is 5? If this is 5, then this becomes 1, which also seems fine. Okay, so this is odd also. So say this was 3. If this was 3, this is 1, 1, and 1. Which would force this to be... It could be actually either of them. This has to be 5. So this can't be 5. So this has to be 3 or 5 here. That seems okay also. Okay, also 9 can't be any of these. But 9 could be any of those 4. Yeah, that doesn't help much. This cannot be 9, so it could be at most 8. It could be down to 2, because you could have 1 and 1. So 2 through 8. Means this is 1 through 7. What else are we have? Do we have... This is 6, 8, and 9. This could be 1 and 2 with 1. Interesting. Okay, so these two... Actually, these 3 have an interesting dynamic between them. Actually, these 3 have an interesting dynamic with these 3, right? This can never be 9. If this is 9, these would add up to 27. But the problem is they're made up of the same numbers, right? This number is made up of these 3 numbers. This number is made up to these 3 numbers. Right. So let's remove the coloring for now, just to show this out. This 9 has to be from these 3 numbers, so it's those 3, right? And this 9 is from those 3 numbers, so that's those 3. Whatever this is from these 3 numbers. But if you take a look, this one is made from these 3 numbers. This 8 is made from these 3 numbers, and this, whatever this digit is made from those 3 numbers. So they must equal exactly the same sum. So therefore, this is 999. If you have 9 here, that would be 9 and 9, which is too big. So therefore, this can never be 9, 9, and 9. So this, because that would be 27. This would be at most 25. And even that doesn't have a 9. So this cannot be 9 here. Let's get the coloring back again. This cannot be 9. We know both of these are even, right? So this is odd too. So can this be... This could be 7, I think. 9, 9 is 18, plus 7 is 25. This could be 8, 8, and 9. So that's possible. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so it could be 7, and that could be 9. In which case, this is 8. It could be 5. In that case, this is 7. I guess it could be 9 also. 8, 6, 8, and 9. So 5, 9, 9. It could be 6, 8, and 9, technically. Okay. Yeah, that could work. And then the 399, which is 21. This could be 8 and 5, or 6 and 7. Right? So we know, okay, these 3 numbers must add up to whatever these 3 numbers is. So whatever this is, so say this was 6, it could be 1 and 1 then, which would force this to be 5. This couldn't be 1 because it would have to be... I guess this could be 7. Huh. I didn't realize that. Yeah. This could be 7. This can no longer be 7 because of we found out this pattern, right? But this could actually be 7, and that actually works. Interesting. Okay, so this is 1, 2, or 5 also. This could actually be 7. Yeah. But it does have to be, yeah, we know that the 3, 6, 7 has to be here because of the 4. So therefore, this cannot be 3, 6, or 7. Can't be 4. We tried 5. That doesn't work. Because then this would be 1 and this would be 5. Right. So that still, that scenario still works. Hmm. Let's see. What else can we do here? Um, right, so we tried this being 6, which makes that 1 and 1, which makes that 5. So therefore this has to be 1, which is 7. So this is 5, which makes this a 3. So this would have to be 3, 3, and 5, which does not work. Okay, so we've shown 6 does not work there. So 6 does not work here, which means this has to be 8, which means this can't be 8. This number has to be 2 less than this number because 8 and 8 is 2 less than 9 and 9. Right. So one of these is 1, one of these is 3, one of these is 5. The other one's 1 and 5. So this could be 3 and 5. It could be 5 and 7 or 7 and 9. If it's 3 and 5, this would have to be 1 and this would be 5, and that doesn't work. So it cannot be 3 and 5. So this can't be 3 and 5. Can it be 5 and 7? If this is 5, this is 7, which forces this to be 1, which forces that to be 5, and 5 would have to be equal to 5 plus another 5, which is not possible, with plus another digit. So this cannot be 5, so therefore this is 7, this is 9. This can't be 3. Yeah, it can't be 3 because it would have to be 3, 3, and 3, which is not allowed. This, cannot be 3 here. If this is 3, this would have to be 1 and 5 at least, and that doesn't work. It could be 1 and 1, but that doesn't add up to 5. So therefore this can't be 3, therefore this is 1, which forces this to be 3. So therefore now this has to be 1 and 5. And this is 1 and 5. So that works. So this can't be 1 anymore, so this is 5, which forces this to be 1, which forces that to be 5. This is 1, 5, so this has to be 1. So that can't be a 1 here. Cannot be a 1 here. And it cannot be a 1 or 3 here, so this is 4 and 5. This is 1 or 2. This is 1 or 2. So this cannot be 1, and this can't have a 7. So it's either 2, 3, or it's 2, 4. To add up with, so therefore this is 2. So this is 2, which forces this not to be 2. This can't be 1 or 2. These can't be 5. This can't be 9 here. Therefore, this can no longer be 7 here. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. Therefore, this must be 6, which forces this to be 4. So no 4 or 6. This is 3 or 7. This is 3 or 7. This can't be 2 or 5. This can't be 6 anymore. Couldn't be that way because of this is 1, 2, right? So this can't be 1 or 2. So this is at least 1 plus 3. So this is at least 4. So it can't be 4 because of that 4. It can't be 7. This can't be 4. This can't be 6. If this is 7, this would have to be 1, 6, 1, 6, or 3. If this is 3, it's 1 and 2. It can't be 1. So this can never be 6 then. This is 1 or 4. Because if this is 6, this would have to be 1, and that's not possible. So if this is 3, this is 1 and 2. If this is 7, it could be 1, 6, or 4, 3. So this can't be 4 here. This can't be 1. This is at least 2, 1, 2. So this can't be 4. This is 6 or 8. So this has to be even. These are both odd. These are all even. This can no longer be 6, because if this was 6, this is at minimum 1 and 3, that adds up to 10. Therefore, this is 3, so these can't be 3. This is 6 and 7, which is consecutive with 5, 6, 7, or 8. We're not sure which. This could still be... Okay, this could be 1, 6. No, because then that would be 7 plus 2, which would be 9. So this cannot be 6. It could be 1, 5, and 2. That does work. This could be 5, 1, 2. And that works also. So this has to be... So this can't be 6. 2 is over here. 8 is also over here. So therefore, 8 has to be one of those two. Therefore, 8, where is the 8 in box 9? It can't be any of these because we have an 8 here. We have an 8 here in rows 8 and 9. Therefore, there cannot be an 8 in any of those rows. Therefore, the 8 has to be one of these two. What do we have here? This is 2, 3, 8, and 9. Can't be 2, obviously. So it's 3, 8, and 9. It can't be 3 or can't be 9. Wait, 2, 5. Right, sorry. This has to be 3 because these can't be 3, obviously. And it can't be 5 here either. So therefore, this is 3, 5 pair. So this is 3 and 5. This is an 8, 9 pair, which means this can't be 8. So this must be 6. This is then a 1, 4 pair. And this has to be 8 and 2. So this has to be the 8, and this has to be 2. Which means 2 cannot be here. So this cannot be 1 and 2. So this can't be 3. Therefore, this is 7. So this is 3. So it's 1 and 6, or it's 4 and 3. This is 6, so this can no longer be 5 in any of these spots, and this can't be 4 either, because it was before 1 and 2 at minimum, so that would add up to 7. Therefore, this must be 2. This can't be 2. So this cannot be 1 and 4. 4 is not allowed, so this is either 1, 3. It has to be 1 and 3. You can't have another even, because this is odd. So therefore, this is odd. This must be odd also, so it forces this to be 3 and 1, which makes this 6 and 1, and makes that 4. This can't be 6 anymore. This is 7. It has to be consecutive, so therefore it's 8. Therefore, this cannot be 8. This can't be 1 or 3. It's 2 or 5. But if it's 5, this would be 5 and 3 at minimum. And therefore, that would add up to 11. Therefore, it cannot be 5. Therefore, this must be a 2, and it must be even. This can't be 7. This is 4, 5, or 9 also. So this could be 2 and 3 with 3, or 2 and 4 with 3, which adds up to 8 or 9, so that's fine. This is 5 or 9. If it's 5, this would have to be 1 and 4. So therefore, this would be 1, and this would be 4, this would be 3, therefore this would be 8. If this is 9, this can't be 9, so this would have to be 8 either way also. So therefore, this is 8 either way, which forces this to be 3, which means this can't be 3. This is 5. This can't be 5. This is 3. So this does not have a 3 or 5. It's 4, 6, or 7. This is 4, 6, or 7. And this is 4, 6, or 7 because of what's left. What else do we have here? If this is 9, it cannot be 1, 8. So it cannot be 2, 7. It cannot be 3, 6. It has to be 4 and 5 if that's the case. So either this is 5, and this is case that's 1, 4, or this is 9, in which case this is 4, 5. Therefore, this is 4 either way. Which means we have 6 and 7 here, and therefore this can't be 6. This is 6 at least, so therefore this is 1 and 6 at least, which forces this to be 8, because 5 cannot be added up, cannot have 6 add up to it. So then this is a 9. Okay. This can't be 8 anymore. It could still be 9. What do we have left here? This cannot be 3. Therefore, the 3 has to be one of these two. This is 3. We have a 9, and we have a 7. This can't be 9, so this is 3 or 7. This is 3, 7, or it can't be 3. This is 7 or 9. Okay, so this can't be 1. It could be 2, though. So this could be 2, 4, 5, and 6. It cannot be 8 because 8's already here. So if it's 2, it could be 3, which adds up to 5. That's fine. 2 and 7 add up to 9, which is also fine. 4 and 3 add up to 7, which is fine. That's only ones that work. 5 and 3 does not work. 5 and 7 does not work. Therefore, this can't be 5. 6 and 3 does add up to 9, but that's fine also. Okay, this is 8, which means this must be 1 and 7 or 2 and 6, which means this is also 1 and 7 or 2 and 6 because it has to be the opposite. So this must add up to 8. We have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair in row 1. Therefore, the 6 and 7 cannot be in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 6 or 7. No 6, 7, or 8, or 9. So the rest of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, these can't be 3. These can't be 2 or 4. Therefore, we have a 1, 3, 5 triplet in column 8. And none of those can be 1, 3, or 5, whereas a 6, it has to be here. So this is also, okay, this can't be 1 because of this one. So this must be 5, which forces this to be 9. This can't be 5 anymore, so this is a 1, 3 pair. This is a 2, 4, 5 pair. Therefore, this is 1 and 7 here. This can't be 1. Therefore, this must be 7. This must be 1. This must be 6. Okay. So this can't be 9. This is 4, 5. This can't be 5 anymore because of this 5. Therefore, this is 4. This is 5. This is 4 just from Sudoku. The rest of this is 2, 8, or 9. Obviously, this can't be 9, and this can't be 8. Let's see, what else do we have? This is 5, 7, 8, and 9. So this can't be 7 or 9. So this is 2, 5, 8. This can't be 8. So it's 5, 7, or 9. 1 has to be one of these two. So since we have a 1 here for rows 1, 2, and 3, this also has to have a 1. So that's another 1 for rows 2 and 3, which means all the other ones cannot be in any other cell. Can't be any cell besides these 4. So therefore, this can't be a 1. This is a 2. This is a 1. Which means this can't be 2. So this is either 5, in which case this is 2, 3, or this is 9, in which case it could be 2, 7, or 3, 6. It can never be 4 then. So this can't be 4. So 4 is one of these two, which doesn't really tell us much. Okay, so this can't be 1, 6, 7, or 8. So it could be 2, could be 3, 4, 5, no 6, 7, or 8. It could be 9, but 3 and 9 are discounted because of these 3 and 9. This can't be 2. So it can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4, 5, or 6. And those are the only possibilities. Okay. If this is 3, this would have to be 9. So this can never be 6 and 3 then. Therefore, this is always 2. So this is always 2 then, which means this can't be 2. This must be 8 then. That must be 5 because of Sudoku. This can't be... Where is the 2 in... Well, okay, this forces this to be 9, which forces that to be 8, which forces this to be 2. This can't be 5. So, either this is 3, in which case this is 5 and that's 9, or this is 7, in which case this is 9 and that's 3. So that works both ways. This can't be 2, therefore where is a 2 in column 9? It has to be there. We know this can't be 2. We have a 4, 5, 4, 5 pair in row 1. So this can't be 4, 5, therefore this must be a 9, which forces this to be 7, which forces this to be 3 by Sudoku, 9 by Sudoku, 7 by Sudoku. This becomes a 1 and a 4. but we have a 4-5 pair also in row 2. So therefore this can't be 1 or 4. Actually, it can't be 1 or 4. It's 1 or 5. Therefore this can't be 1 or this can't be 1 or 5 because we have 1 5 1 5 pair in box 1. So none of the other ones can be 5. Therefore this is 4. This has to be 6. And now we're just doing Sudoku. That's 5 and 4. This is 7 and 6. That's 6 eliminates that 6, so that's 7. This is 6. We actually figured that out earlier. But this is now 5, 4. This can't be 3. This is 1, 3. This is 5, and this is 1. And that is the solution. Actually, I missed a lot of things that could have made this faster. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm a little tired right now. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.